Hey, welcome back to React University. I'm Corey.
And I'm Dana.
Today we are back with another episode of Shogun.
That is right. We are watching Season 1, Episode 3. Tomorrow is tomorrow. But of course, before we dive in, I have to start off by saying, don't forget to like this video, comment, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. Interact with us. We love that stuff. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you always know whenever we release something new.
Guys, also don't forget you can watch the full reaction of this episode right now on our Patreon page. Please go and support. It really helps the channel. We don't take it for granted. And with that, class is in session. Let's do this. So Yabu, is he working on an angle here to betray, or?
I don't know. He said, I will.
Be ready.
Unless, like, he wrote his own last will and testament.
Okay, he's going to his lord.
昨夜の襲撃のことは聞かれたか。阿弥陀島について何かご存知か。
阿弥陀仏に厳格な誓いを立てておるそうで。
わしの首を狙うのに、藪重殿ならいくら。
Is that a threat? Like like he's calling him out.
いや、お望みとお見受けいたす。
It was his will. He knew it was coming.
頼もしき味方ではなかったかの。石堂殿に毒されてしまう。どのような褒美をちらつかせたのじゃ。
虎中様の代わりに大老にしてやると。他の国にございまする。領地を広げておござる。そちらを治めるにも、この首が入りようでござるが。
では駿河を信ぜよ。あの資格は安順を打つために。安順と桐の実を守るため、アジロにあるそなたの漁村に連れ帰ってもらいたい。さすれば駿河を信ぜよ。
I think he realized there's no way out of this.
朝日を眺めようではないか。
Wow. The stakes feel very high.
I think he realized that even though Yabu have his own ambitions, he doesn't want to make more enemies. He already have enemies, and Yabu is his subordinate.
My apologies, Captain General, but your black ship must stay where it is. Toranaga has come to better understand the great profits being made from our monopoly over the China trade.
My brain went to start reading the words. Like, wait, I don't need to read it.
You won't get clearance to leave.
I am sitting on 1,000,000 ducats. Captain, you forget yourself. And you forget, I don't work for the church, I work for the crown. Black ship sails tonight.
Hey, wait. We leave without clearance. We don't get invited back.
The longer we sit around, the worse that pilot makes it for us.
You're still alive. That'll be fun.
This warlock here, he aims to bleed me to release the foulness from my blood.
I'm not familiar with this warlock, but I can assure you this man is a doctor who cares for the sick and injured.
You refuse to see it. What those priests are capable of even now.
Christ!
How much are the Jesuits paying this one to kill me?
固くなに凝り固まっておるわ。おそらくこの御陣にいるようなのは医者ではなく。
Women to pillow with you instead.
Pillow?
The physical joining of a man and woman.
If he's not a warlock, he's most certainly a pimp.
Would you prefer a male companion?
Dear God, where am I?
かたじけのうござりました、おじい様。
これから少数の者があちらに向けてお前も加わるようにと殿の仰せじゃ。朝鮮でわしらは死の淵をさまよい、ここにあるのはその侍の刀。お前の婿殿と赤子には。
Oh, he sounds choked up.
大義ある戦いのため 今度はお前の番じゃ。
おちゃうのじゃ。合戦は覚悟しておけ。万人の命を狙う者は数えきれぬほど。ならばこれが根性の別れとなりましょうな。
That ponytail and that helmet, though.
万人はこの乗り物のそばを歩き、常に目の届くところにおるように。
Yabushige-sama asks that you stay close to the litter as we walk.
義理の方は何をしておいでじゃ。
ただいま参りまする広松殿。こちらは老いぼればば。
私もできることならこの牢獄から出とうございます。
どこも一緒でござりまするな。
みなされ、もう出立して叱るべきでござる。
Y'all didn't see that a long time ago? Like, why y'all wait until, like, there one's like watching?
万人が大阪を離れると聞き及んだのでな。キリの方もご一緒だとか。
恐れながらキリの方は人自体はござりません。頭を下げ許しをこう言われもござらん。
父親ご訪問中の取り決めについては承知されておるはず。やんごとなきお方のご出立見送りの都合もありゆえな。上手、乗り物を改めよう。
思い上がりも甚だしい若造が。
ここで今すぐに。
No, no.
待ってるようでございますな。石堂殿のは言ってくださったのでございますよ。
Yeah, play the politics. Here we go.
This is not paying respects. This is an inspection.
Right. No, for sure. 100%.
ごめん。
ご出立と。
お名残惜しゅうござりまするが、我が殿が大阪には資格が多すぎる。
Yeah.
いたそう。いや、それには及びません。大阪城代としてそこは譲らん。
神様がこちらへ。神様がまたお痛みを。私は大事。
石堂様なら必ずやお分かりくださるはずやが、ごしこに伝えてくれ。必ず約束を果たすと。
So still trying to work your angle, huh?
Mm-hmm.
ご苦労でございました。
あとはもう天に任せるように他あります。Did you know?
I think no one knows. My lord is famous for his trickery.
What happens if he's found?
He will be killed. And all of us.
So even Yabu don't even know. So they don't even know.
No. So Lady Kiri stayed behind.
Right.
我らは石堂様、直々に出立の許しをいただいておるのじゃ。
これは石堂様の命でござる。
Mm.
No one's going to stop him.
ごめん。
This is unacceptable. Peering into ladies' private quarters? It's not proper!
国では女の顔を覗くことが不重宝な振る舞いなのだと。
ここは日の本じゃ! Am I the only man present who treasures the purity of a woman? A blight on us all! My God, the shame of it!
You're like, I thought we told this one to pay.
石堂様はご一行を港までお送りせよと仰せだっただろうが!
Well, I hope you didn't mind the part about the pony.
This dude's a hothead.
I'm certain my lord has a plan. Is it true what you said about the purity of women in your country?
Christ, no. You yourself insinuating that I would have an interest in casual buggery.
We think Helloing is necessary to good health.
I'm assuming that man's your husband.
Yes. His name is Toda Hirokatsu. Do you have children?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
we do.
My boy Tudor and my daughter Elizabeth.
Get down! Fast!
崖の上におるようじゃ。
Is it Hiro-sama?
Oh, rifles.
Who is that?
私と万人を討ち取りに参ったのじゃ。
下には石堂様の手の者もおりまする。
言っておる人と共に死ぬまで。
Oh.
But I guess he
Figure
took off
it out.
his stuff and he's in
Right.
warrior gear now, so.
Just taking people out.
お討ち討ちでございましょうか。
So they were fighting each other. He said something.
Probably because Ishido's men found out now that Tornaga's among them, so they're having to fight. They're having to infight.
Oh. So they have to fight. So they don't know
that
the Lord
Tornaga is among them.
Right.
Mm-mm. But Ishido's men that were down there
started to fight them. Right. And they had to kill him.
Well, I'll be damned. I know this crew.
You think I'm friendless?
Is that what I think it is?
The ship trying to escape. Yeah. Trying to go out.
Ready the oars.
What was that damn word again?
Ima. Gogu.
Oh. There's your husband. Let's see what he do.
Good to go back.
Yeah, continue on. Don't go. Can he swim? It's probably too heavy to swim with all that armor on.
She probably like, obviously she loves her husband, but you know, she probably hoping. Assume.
Aww.
Oh.
That hit me in the feels a little bit. Wow. Wow.
They said, bro, we ain't letting you go.
We attempted to break through those men, would they board and attack us?
Yes.
Then we're sunk. But they can't sink her.
They'll take that ship.
黒船に近寄れと申しておりまする。
I will ruin more than that with pleasure.
He's on there.
And they're on board.
Mm-hmm.
Ahoy, English! Still alive, I see. How's your leg? Fine. How's your mother? Dead!
They're gonna broker a peace of some sort. Huh.
He's giving clearance for the black ship to leave Osaka.
Thank him for permission I don't need, but the price just went up.
わしのために1万銀テールを運び、儲けの半分を船長に使わそう。
Toranaga offers you 10,000 silver coins to invest. You would retain half the profit.
Yes. ペロの木山と大野の件についてわしを助けてもらいたい。
どういうことでしょう？
両人は今石堂と組んでおる。その方らで木山と大野を解き伏せ、わし側につかせてほしい。
He asks us to turn the Christian lords in his favor.
That is bribery.
It is a church in Edo.
We will not compel men by faith, especially not on this man's behalf. We could suggest such an idea. Prayerfully, of course.
Prayerfully.
どこも蹴散らし、わしが大阪を出られるようにしてもらおう。
That English pilot, he stays behind.
あのエタン社は大阪に置いていけと。
安順は我が客じゃ。
あのものについてはお耳に入れねばならぬことがございます。
That book.
I wonder if they faithfully transcribed it.
お女中方は皆黒船に乗り移れとのお達しでございます。
鉄砲どうするのじゃ。
Forced to abandon them.
そして暗示。
Black ship will bring us out of Osaka. You must stay. I'm sorry.
I just helped you multiple times.
Multiple times.
Fuck this. Captain Sama, sound the drums.
He said, I'm gonna plan my own escape.
So he's gonna try to piggyback.
Right.
Hayaki! Hayaki! Hayaku! Hayaku!
It's just- Hayaku.
Hayaku.
The end, you salty whale stink!
Yeah, I would.
Oh, crash you right into the rocks.
This is where he's gonna start to get conflicted. He yielded.
Yeah, he did.
Just enough.
He already had it. As with that repaid. God be with you. You'll lead him.
Mm.
船を動かしてくれた礼を申してくれ。じゃが我が安人が大坂を出たからには、わしも自分の船に戻ることにいたす。
だがそれがしが守ると誓ったこの大坂の町で乱暴狼藉を働くあの番地は法にのっとった上で処刑いたすと我ら一同合意したはず。
失礼いたします戸田広松殿が伝言を持ってお見えにござります。
Did they not know yet?
ご大老様方、虎長様より遺憾ながら一心職を辞すると決めたよし。誠にけのないことと存じ上げ。
ような紙切れ一枚で何が変わるかを断罪いたすまで。
さようにござりまするか。合決は5人の大老において決すべし。
So all their votes are halted.
Check.
うん
鍛錬に力を貸してやれ。
されど藪敷は使徒と通じておりまする。あやつは我々を裏切り、
それがどうした？
信頼していただけないのでございますか。
No.
敵も味方も駆け引き次第。己のみぞ。
You can tell he really admires and wants to like be worthy of his dad's esteem. And his dad is still very guarded.
Soon it will be winter. It is a very difficult season in Japan.
In the summer. Endless winters. And of course famine. Every 6 years. Last night you asked about my daughter.
Did his daughter die?
Lisbeth.
She'll be 2 years old now.
So yeah, they're very young.
This is what beckoned me. The horizon. The freedom. More than the horizon. Nothing but open seas.
I'm sorry about your husband.
大坂では世話になったと安心に伝えてくれ。勇ましい見事な働きぶりであった。
He thanks you for your bravery. My lord says this was a gift from the priests.
これは海賊行為の証じゃと言うておった。
They prove you are a pirate.
これを訳させるには。
My lord says he will have to have them translated, and that it will likely take a long time.
Oh, I see.
仕込んでもらいたい。そなたの船の武器を用いてな。
He would like you to assemble a regiment and teach them your tactics.
We'll deal with that later, basically.
But I'm just a sailor. I'm not familiar with it. Tell him it would be a great honor. All I ask for in exchange is the return of my men and my ship.
万人の戦から学ぶべきことがあるようなら全て取り入れてくれ。でも万人扱いするわけにもいくまい。よって安人を旗本に任ずる。
He has made you hatamoto, which is a very great honor.
Oh.
安人に一緒に泳がぬかと聞いてくれ。
Is he naked?
Jump in head first, while extending your hands to break the water. やってみせよ。Observational learner. もう一度じゃ。
He says again.
そう、じゃ。
待て。浜まで勝負しようと申したら、安人を乗るかも。
My lord would like to race you to the shore. But I warn you not to let him win. My lord hates that.
You need to take some of the clothes off. That's gonna slow you down.
And doesn't he still have shoes on?
She's smiling about, oh, that's how it ends?
Let me take one from here.
All right, what you think?
I'm really enjoying this show.
It's not bad.
I'm really enjoying it. I don't know what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right.
I feel like so much happened in this episode too, because we obviously know that Lord Tornaga is he's very bright. He's very clever.
Very clever.
So seeing
and crafty is what they said. Like, what did they say? When he was 6 years old.
He's known for his trickery.
Known for his trickery.
But I
Get to dress up like a woman.
They did, but then he had his armor on.
No, maybe he just put a coat.
Or,
like, maybe he put like a cloak of the woman's garment
on top of it.
Right,
on top of it, because as soon as they got to the as soon as they
he just ripped that off, and
he
they're
had on
like
his armor.
Yeah.
So,
did I miss something here? Do Ashido? Do he know that old boy left?
Yeah.
He does know that? Did I miss that?
Okay. Because I would think by now it would have gotten to him, because he was like, Ishido's men knew.
Remember,
and they said, I need to go alert Lord Ishido.
But then I think they fought. Like, did he kill him? Oh, maybe.
Well, he fought, but remember,
only
the husband, Mariko's husband was left from that party, and so
So Tornaga, he got out of the council, which means they no longer have the 5; they only have the 4.
So they can't do any voting.
Which means they can't impeach him.
Right. Because they need to have at least 5.
And they just need 5 votes. They can't. So in other words, as long as one person says no, the other 4 says yes, it's still 5 votes.
Yes.
Versus you just can't
5 people cast their vote.
Right.
So if the rule is that, and I don't know if it's because they want to make sure they don't have the possibility of having a tie.
Right.
So
sure.
they and so I guess at this point, Ishido was frustrated with the other Christian lords, because he's like, had you guys just done it my way, I would have given you the heretic afterward, and we would have had Tornaga taken out of the equation. And they're like, well, they obviously, it's like everyone's kind of wanting their own interest.
Everybody wants to take out Tornaga. Everybody wants to take him out.
I don't know. I know Ishido wants to take out Tornaga. Right. I don't know how much the other lords care as much as they care about because they're Christian, or they're caring for things that are furthering.
Are they Christians though?
I mean, that's only. I would say that's a at that point, that's more of a theological question.
It's like, we gotta pray about this. It's like, what?
This is prayerfully.
Yeah, like, whatever. You're not gonna pray at all. You're just gonna see if it works in your interest.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that right now the Christian lords are opportunistic. Right. And they're comfortable, and they don't want anything that's going to threaten that peace. I mean, I do think like they have some sense of like spiritual pride in that they don't want to have anything that's going to be visibly an affront to their religion. So that's why having Blackthorn removed is a big deal for them. But they were unwilling to like wait or play the long game, which if you think about it, I feel like Tornaga kind of stirred the pot there as well, because when you dangle it in front of them and it's like a strong offense,
right?
They couldn't even see past that I guess spiritual offense to be able to play the long game politically, like Ishido and Tornaga were. Right. So I do think there's potential for the Christian lords to be turned, at least to maybe fall more aligned. Not that they would like Tornaga, but I think there's a chance where they might see it's more worth siding with Tornaga than it is siding with Ishido.
What do you think about Ibushige? Do you think he's still working his angle? Do you think he's getting, finding more respect for him?
He's a tough guy for me,
right?
Because he comes across as opportunistic.
Right.
I think the difference is, yes, he's aligned to Lord Tornaga, And I think Lord Tornaga knows he's opportunistic, so he
Right.
knows what he's getting with him.
Right.
I feel like he is wise enough to know there's a chance he probably would be tempted to betray me if someone dangles this. But
Right.
like, I think if he to go to him and say, what do you want? And
Right.
he'll say, this is what, and for him to be frankly, this is what I want. He's like, I can have it if you do this. I think Yabushige does. I think he does respect Lord Tornaga as a person.
Right.
I think
But then
he's
he
just
still sent
willing
around
to,
and said,
well, I think he's just
you know,
only willing to align with him
I'm still,
as long as
working
it
my angle
makes.
with, with Ashido.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is I think he's still willing to align with Lord Tornaga as long as it aligns with his self-interest. I think
Right.
he's self-preservation over everything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And at this point, I think if he's started to make deals with Lord Ishido, it's probably in his best interest from a safety perspective to play the line.
So, what can we, get from this episode? What I'm getting from this
Something.
episode is that Lord Tornaga, he can learn not so much to trust. What's his name? John. Not so much to trust him, but he can learn from him, and he saw what he was able to do. And so that gives him, like, for instance, go dive, like, teach me diving. He's basically like, teach me your ways. He's like, here's this book that talks about how bad you are, and that is punishable by death. We'll get to that later. It's gonna take hundreds of years to translate this, and until it gets translated, you and I are going to be in alliance to get some stuff done. You're going to teach me some things. You're going to teach my men some things, so I can learn how to fight. My men learn how to fight like you on the water, because I think that's going to ultimately be where they're going to need that smart knowledge on that. So for me, I'm gonna give this episode an 8. I think it was pretty good. Another solid episode. Really love the atmosphere, the universe, the storytelling. I feel like they're not trying to rush through the story. I feel like they're not taking their time, but are not rushing. I feel like it's evenly paced, and I respect that. And still a lot of chess pieces moving around. So I'm eager. I like it. I'm enjoying it. 8 for me.
It's hard for me to rate this because I'm enjoying it so much from the beginning, and I don't know, like, I feel like it can go so far, so I don't want to, like, overshoot. I think I'm gonna give this one I'd give it an 8.5. I'm floating all over the place, and that's
floating all over the place like
8.5.
driftwood on the water. Listen, I got an 8. She got an 8.5. What is your score? What would you give it? Comment below. Let us know. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can always get the latest anything we post right here on the channel.
That is right. Also, don't forget to become a member of our Patreon. You can see the full reaction to this episode as well as up to 4 episodes in advance, depending on what tier you are a member of. So go check it out. You will not be disappointed.
Guys, and until we catch you guys on the next video. Bye.
Bye.